Okay, good evening. Welcome to Film Shapes. We're just walking back from the Luna. We've been to see a film called The Translators. I'm here with Roly. How are you, Roly?
Well, I'm very well.
And a scooter, Domino's pizza scooter. So what do you think? This is
It's a French film,
It's a French film to start with, but lots of different accents and languages, except it was mainly French, wasn't it? A bit of English and bits...
Yeah, well, they were throwing some Spanish, some Mandarin in there at one point.
Yes.
I mean, that was actually quite an interesting scene.
Yeah.
And a very tension-building scene towards the end of the film.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I mean, this... How do we wrap this up? I guess this is there's a book, a famous book. It's been written, the third chapter, and the publisher gets a group of translators into a bunker to translate it in a couple of months, so there's no leaks and all that kind of stuff in it. And yet, there are.
I had no idea that the publishing and translation industries worked like this.
Right.
That was one of the
factors.
It seemed, I was a little pressed to believe a lot of this story. But and add to that, there's a little bit of an elephant in the room here.
Go on.
Or we'll call it a man in the room.
Okay.
Sitting next to us in the cinema.
Oh.
Were you somewhat distracted by that guy?
Yeah, you were closer to him, but I did hear him. He was giving it the...
Normally when you're in the cinema, you have a kind of... You kind of hold back some of the noises that you might normally make.
Yeah.
If you're going to have a little giggle about something, you might go... Oh.
Yeah. Laughing's no problem, but...
This guy was like... Ha!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he the guy that pulled out the oops as well?
Oops.
Oops.
Yeah, there was a bit of that. And then even at the most inane little parts of the film, like there was a messy room at some point, and the camera panned around and it revealed a bit of a messy room, and this guy was like, oh.
Yeah, strange. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he was he's not the woman we usually get, though.
He was better.
God. You reckon?
He was more enthusiastic.
Yeah.
He was even better value than
there was.
There
was no outrage in his voice.
Not at all. No, it wasn't outrage. It was like joy of being in the cinema.
Yes, maybe that's it.
I remember thinking to myself, I wish I could feel like that.
Maybe he hasn't been for 6 months. Who knows? But he enjoyed it, I think.
But this was an enjoyable film for most. I got to admit, at the beginning, my eyes were getting a bit droopy, and I was thinking, subtitles and things. So I had to struggle a bit. But look, towards the end, things picked up, and I enjoyed it.
Do you think? I think I've seen some reviews. Just the headlines. Linking it in some way to Knives Out from last year?
I haven't seen Knives Out yet.
Oh, shit, okay.
So there's a little bit of a gap in my experience there.
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't go that far, actually. It's a bit of a whodunit, I suppose, but then that's a little by the by after maybe 40 minutes, don't you think?
How do you mean? I mean, it's a whodunit in the sense of more of who stole the book rather than. I mean, there is some more.
There are many layers
in it. There's a
bit of murder,
slightly, but
bit of book burning.
The subject is really literature, and there was some good twists in it. Yeah, towards the end, I enjoyed it.
Think it was a little too pleased with itself, perhaps.
Definitely. Yeah, a little too pleased with itself.
Not like it was
clever. I haven't said that about a film for a while, but I think this one might deserve a little bit of that.
There was a lot of. So there's a Danish translator, a Greek, Italian. Olga Kurylenko's in it, and she's the Russian translator. There's an English guy. So it brings together mainly. Oh, there's a Chinese dude too, isn't there?
Yeah.
So it brings together a lot of what did he say? Markets for the book. Yeah. Have you seen the lead dude in it? The French guy. His name's Lambert Wilson.
Eric? Is that Eric?
Yeah.
He looked familiar, but I'm not sure where I might have seen him before.
Yeah, I think he's been in a whole load of shit, and I mean really bad films.
Really?
Babylon AD, I think he was in. He was in Sahara twice. There's 2 films he was in called Sahara, weirdly.
Right.
Yeah, it does look. He's got one of those familiar-looking faces, so he's probably we've caught him in films that we didn't really like, I suppose, in the past.
Well, I'd be interested to know or to read what other people have written about this film since that, but I feel like there's probably some layers to it that on the walk home we're not quite going to to get to. But yeah, I enjoyed the international. There's probably a lot of metaphor in there that it'd be interesting to explore a little deeper.
Yeah, true. When you have a think about it, we just came out now, haven't we?
What do you know of this director?
He's done. Oh, this is a guy called Regis Ronsard, if I said that correctly. Probably not. He's only directed one other feature, I think, a film with Romain Duris in it. He's done a few shorts and stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
You haven't seen his work before?
No, I haven't. No.
Okay.
I mean, he seems like he's a reasonable hand. I think this is all about the writing, though, really, this film, isn't it? And the, the little strands and things that are going through it.
And, yeah, I mean, the characters are interesting. I think they're supposed to kind of align with the book that they're reading in some way. I thought there was going to be a
one
twist
woman
at some point where the story that we're watching kind of became the book or something like that.
Okay.
I felt like there was some potential to do that, but it didn't quite go there, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Rebecca character was...
well, she was...
Obviously, she was...
That's Olga, wasn't it? Do we go left here?
Yeah, let's go left here. You got the sense that she was going to die, because that's what happens in the book.
Right.
She had a bit of a death wish on that.
Seemed like
front,
it.
Didn't
she? She was pretty good in this film. She's I don't know. She's not really known as a great actress, I would say, but I liked her in this.
So what's she been in?
She's
rather easy on the eye.
Oh yeah, lovely. She was in what's that one? The Bond film with the second one Daniel Craig did. The third one, I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay.
Quantum of Solace.
Okay.
She's in a Tom Cruise movie. Is it called Oblivion? I want to say that. Maybe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Anyway, she's been around.
I didn't recognise her, but
yeah. I didn't like the English kid, I've got to say.
I was about to say, I thought the young English guy did very well.
You did? Oh, really?
Yeah,
I disagree. I think he's a bit of a prat, to be honest.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be. I mean, he's a genius prat. He is a genius.
Yeah,
so,
true.
of course, sometimes geniuses are quite dislikable as well.
Right.
So.
I don't know. I've seen him in something and I can't put my finger on it. I don't think I liked him in that thing, whatever it was that I saw him in. I'll check that out when I get home.
Well, one thing this film did do well, I think, was that little montage of a bit of a heist. We'll call it a heist.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Montage. Was it a montage when it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, is it though? No, it's just a rapidly cut sequence. Yeah.
But yeah, it explains a lot about something important to the plot, and it actually tied up a lot of loose ends that. But then the film had quite a way to go after that.
Yeah,
so.
But I think that's a point where it needed something a little bit dynamic. It was drifting a little bit, wasn't it? There.
Yeah.
I think they decided we need a bit of action here. So, yeah.
I'm glad it didn't go into romance or anything. I think that would have been kind of annoying.
True. Yeah.
In the context of this one,
there was a possibility of that happening. I think with Rebecca. What was her name?
Just a hint.
Yeah.
Just a hint. But yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty well handled. I don't know, just some of the payoffs at the end was a little bit too neat for its own good. I didn't pick it, if that's, did you get anywhere near picking what was going on? Let's not give it away, but...
Well, no, and you know who else didn't pick it? The guy sitting next to me.
No?
He went, "Haw!"
Did he give it the haw?
And what did he say then? He did have a comment.
Right.
It was something like, "That's a reveal," or something like that.
Fucking hell. Wow. Hey, so maybe
did
that
you not
guy...
hear all this?
No, I just heard the noises.
Wow.
Maybe that guy
was
doing what we're doing now, but like on a hidden mic or something, giving himself a little bit of a podcast. Are we cutting through this park?
Yeah, let's cut through.
Fucking hell.
It's pretty safe this time of night.
Is it? It's a bit scary.
Well, there's two of us, so I'll look after you.
Thanks very much.
Should we end this thing?
Yeah, I reckon we're almost there, aren't we?
We end it with a song, maybe you can sing it with me.
No, I don't want to sing that song.
Film.
That shat me. No, fuck off.
Needs now.
Okay, see you later, guys. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Bye. Bye-bye, Roly. Fuck off.